soars, I will fly high above the storm. Yeah, yeah. Like an eagle that soars, I will fly high above the storm. Yeah. Oh. Like an eagle that soars, I will not die, but I rise above the storms of life. I will fly high. Yeah. Above the storms of life. Oh. I will fly high. Yeah. Oh, above the storms of life. Storms come as tests too. Above the storm. Yeah, yeah. Like an eagle that soars, I will fly high above the storm. Yeah. Oh. Like an eagle that soars, I will not die, but I rise above the storms of life. I will fly high. Yeah. Above the storms of life. Oh. I will fly high. Yeah. Oh, above the storms of life. Storms come as tests to try me. Yeah. The thunder, the lightning flash, his caveman blinded me. Yes, they have, yeah. But God's mighty hand has came and guided me through it all. I will fly high. Yeah. Above the storms of life. Oh. I will fly high. Yeah. Oh, above the storms of life. Fly above depression, deception, sadness, poverty, sickness, hatred, oppression, jealousy, envy, rebellion, rejection, separation.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Darren O'Neill Show. I am your host, Darren O'Neill, and here again, we are back with the interview. I am telling you, I am so excited about this session tonight because I get to hear one of the greatest gospel rappers that I know, and she is happy to be a female, of course. So not too many people has the gift that she has. So I'm so interested in listening to her story, hearing what she has to share, to be able to encourage us. And we already know that this show is set and designed to be able to encourage, empower, and help evolve us to the next level of our life. And so right here on the show, we have Miss Keya Smith, who is up here. So thank you so much. What's going on?
Thank you so much for having me. I am so grateful to be here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm grateful. That's what's going on with me. I'm just
Man,
grateful. How you doing?
I am good. I am feeling really good. I am feeling really good. Thank you so much, man, for coming on again. I told you backstage that, man, I just appreciate you for coming on and taking out your time to be with me, to hang with me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, 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 yes. So we seen your work. We seen the lyric. We heard the lyrics. We seen the videos. We seen the progression. We seen some of the story that you have shared in your life through your lyric. But I want to know, who is Keya Smith? When somebody say your name, what is it that you want people to know you as?
I want you to know I'm a child of the Most High. First and foremost,
Yeah.
I'm a kingdom citizen. Man, I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I mean, I'm somebody who came up hard, man. That came up hard, but I know the grace of God. Like, man, I know His grace is sufficient. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to know, like, yo, if He did it for me, real talk, He can do it for you. He is no respecter of person. You know what I'm saying? I just say, man, just believe, man. Just have faith that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You know what I mean? I want people to know when they mention my name, like, just know, like, yo, she never gave up. She never gives up. You know what I'm saying? In spite of what it looked like or feel like, yo, she gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because every day I'm one day closer to whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That I'm striving to be. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you fall, like, get back up, man. Keep going. You know what I mean?
You know, determination is key. And
Absolutely.
you gotta have that determination to get back up, even if it's after a fall or after going through a rough time or a hard time in our lives, to keep going or keep progressing towards destiny and purpose. You are the definition of
Um,
purpose. And when I say that, I mean hearing your music and the people that listen to your music. There's a lot of people that I know, and they were like, "Oh man, you got Keya Smith coming on." I said, "Yes." And
um,
the thing about it is, your name alone, which as we know is through God, carries such weight. Carries such weight. And a lot of people hear that, and a lot of people feel that through your lyrics. What is it that fuels the gift that you have to be able to, how can I say this, matriculate what you're processing into lyrics, if that makes sense?
I feel it's the passion to see someone, like, growing up, I was always the kid. I wasn't a popular kid. You know what I'm saying? I always, like, it's something like you wanted to show somebody like that I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do,
Yeah.
like, I was always the one that was counted out. I was always like maybe the girl, because I always hung around like males because I rap. You know what I'm saying? So I was always the less than, like, oh, you need to work on your bars. Or I mean, even just as a kid, man, like, just growing up and just strive like that fight. You know what I mean? It's like a fight. The passion is like just letting them know, like, man, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Like, and when I see like the youth, I see like my niece or my nephew, like, you know what I'm saying, my kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, you can do this. Like, I don't care how long you think it might take. I don't care what people are saying. Like, you keep going in spite of, you know what I'm saying? In spite of, because nobody can stop what God is already planned. Like, nobody can close the door that He's already opened. So, you know what I'm saying? It just, it's the passion, and to let people know, like, you don't have to settle for what people said that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people counted me out. People out, because I never, like, was in the popular crowd. You know what I'm saying? I was counted out. So that passion to let somebody know, like, don't count me out. God said I'm gonna use you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even worry about them. They don't want to be a part of that. hey, they missed out. You know what I'm saying? So
How did you get to that part? How did you get to that place though? Because everybody can't just hop to that moment of, all right, if you ain't feeling what I'm doing right now, it's cool, it's good, we're moving forward. How did you get there? How did you get to that?
man, glory to the Father. For real talk, real talk.
Yeah,
Glory to
yeah,
the Father.
yeah.
I think like, and it's kind of crazy for me to compare this to this. So growing up, I was molested. I was raped as a kid,
Mhm.
and to the point that it happened like so many times
Yeah.
that and all I thought about in my mind is like, okay, just get it over with. The pain won't last long. You know,
Mhm.
it won't last long. Like, and it's crazy to compare that, but even in that, and how God brought me out of that and kept my mind, I think even in life, I've always looked at it like, so if somebody was downing me or, you know what I'm saying, counting me out, I'm like, yo, it won't last long. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get through this because God gonna bring me through this. And I think just knowing that, you know what I'm saying, like taking that pain, and I'm not saying that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, me giving all that to him, all that pain, all the disappointment, all the I'm afraid or I'm scared what they might say. I'm like, just real talk, like I'm gonna give it to you, God, like, cause it's not this feeling I'm feeling won't last long. It's gonna be over. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying. I can't. It can't stay here long. It can't. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm his. You know what I mean? So just knowing that strength, like it won't last long. Like just fight through this. You know what I mean? I think that gives me motivation. Like tomorrow's a new day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened today or right now, it ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Let's wait till the next day. You know what I mean? So just the expectation of what God is gonna do next keeps me motivated going, you know?
What was the process in you finding out your worth?
Oh man. Like it's like I always knew about God
Yeah.
because my mom, she all, you know, instilled it in us, even like just from being a kid, like, you know what I mean? No matter what we was going through from being homeless, we in the car, she giving us baths in the gas station. She like, look, don't worry about it. God got us. He going, don't worry. This, it ain't gonna be like this always, you know? And just, just that right there.
Wow.
I mean, to me, that is just, it says so much, you know what I mean? It just says so much, you know?
The,
I
the,
just,
the reason why the reason why I love this show is because I get to see the backstory behind people's lives. And a lot of people think and they look at the outer appearance and they look at, oh, she's dope or he's dope or what they're doing is good or they're making a lot of money to do this or whatever. But when they listen to these backstories and they understand the weight of struggle or the weight of pain and how you guys turn that pain into purpose, that
mm.
you might can make a song out of that, pain into
Okay.
purpose.
I like that. I like that.
But
That's
how
dope.
they turn that pain into purpose, it really opens up a portal or an avenue even the more. And so uh, from being molested, from being homeless, from being taken baths in the gas station, and I'm pretty sure you have a plethora of things that has happened in your life, but that's what I love about this. So you finding your worth was more of coming or being determined, like I said, coming out of that place into stepping into a place of your own. Was that difficult to do? Like, was that hard to do to really like love yourself to the point where you believe that your gift can really take you where you've been?
I would say absolutely. It's definitely a process. And like you was asking, like to knowing who God was as a kid, but never like you know how you like, okay, say your prayers, it became routine
Yeah.
almost. So you started living, just living. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for my food. You know, that to
Right.
that point. But going through that process and knowing God, He still had me, even when I ain't know better. I ain't even want to be kept. He was still keeping me, giving me grace every day, not knowing it. And to one day, you just like, you truly down and out. You truly like, just you rock bottom. You truly just like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying? It's going, this cannot be my life.
And listen.
Like, oh my goodness. Like I've been, you know what I'm saying? You've been stripped, people, have, you know what I'm saying, stripped your identity, removed the like you had a passion to do something, but you know what I'm saying, they daggone near killed, you know what I'm saying, try to kill you for it, you know what I mean? Like to that point, and just knowing like now what I was given in that foundation, now I can activate this. I'm gonna activate all those prayers, because he was still always there, because it was open, that seed was planted, you know what I mean? And but the more, it was like the more that the people did the dirt to you, the more you was going through the insecurities, the more that, you know what I'm saying, they was shaming your name and leaving you out. It was like all them tears was like watering that seed to say, God, like, I need you. I cannot do this by myself. What is going on? Like, I mean, I done resorted to drinking and drugs and all these things, you know what I mean? Like, this can't be my life, you know what I mean? And I think he allows us to go through that process. So all that, he finally say, okay, now, now you ready now? You know?
And it makes you to appreciate life
Right.
a whole nother way. And you look at it totally different. You look at people different. You look at the things, the events that's happening in your life in a different way. But you don't look at it, like you said, as that generic, oh, bless this food, kind of prayer. You look at life in a deeper way. And not only that, but the people that connect themselves to you is like, like you shallow, like, because you really ain't been through, and you can kind of tell who's really with you and who's really just there for the surface. So I understand that totally.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another reason that I'm grateful that even God, when you don't understand it, he's always working it for your good. You know what I mean? Like, because now you can see what's on the surface. Now you can identify these demons or these spirits or anything that's coming against you. You know how to activate that power and speak and say, hold on, not today, say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can keep my joy, I can keep my peace.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I can keep that strength, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what God brought me through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it sounds cliche, but it's real talk. Like, if he did it before, he'll do it again. God brought me through, he'll do the same thing for you. Like, these are real talk. This is a real thing, you know what I mean? And just knowing that and speaking that, because that power, you know, when you don't realize, when God he allow you to go through it, and you be speaking those things like, man, it's today, it's just, you know what I'm saying? This is whack. I feel sick. I'm this, I'm mad. You learn to speak life, because it was when you was going through, like, I was speaking death over a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, man, I even tell my husband, he say something, don't say that. You gotta speak life. I gotta go ahead and cut that right then, because I can't let that cancer spread. I gotta say, I am who God says I am. You know what I'm saying? I never be broke another day of my life. You know what I'm saying? I am representing the kingdom in excellence. You know what I'm saying? Like, in spite of what it look like or feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm great. I'm a champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta speak life over your life, man. Like, real talk. And God has given us the power to do that. And some of us don't realize it. You know what I mean? We got to go through so much. And that's another reason that, like, that passion that goes so hard in the music.
Yeah.
It's like, because you hate to see somebody go through something when you could tell them not how to do it. Everybody has that moment, though. You know, some of us hard-headed, we want to go through it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, this is my life. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Right.
They're like, look, baby, I told you, this is the wisdom. So, like, that's another thing that fuels the music, is like, God gave me the grace to survive it. So now I gotta, like, I'm trying to pour that wisdom, so you ain't gotta waste the time that I wasted. You know what I'm saying? And know that God ain't gave you that power. He'd already delivered you, but you gotta know that you deliver. You gotta activate the power that's inside you. You know what I mean? So once you activate that power, though,
it gets crazy. And it starts, one thing that I've learned, it starts in the mind.
Absolutely.
It starts in the mind. And that is where the heart of your lyrics flow. It starts in the mind, then through the heart, then it's elevated on paper, then it's you in the studio. Now, do you have moments of where you have not written anything on paper, but you just go in the studio and just spit, and it just flows and it just go? What is that experience like?
Oh man, that is like one of the greatest experience, man. And I'm actually at the studio right now. You can't Lee, he's back there, Lee Tate, and like he's a blessing, man. And God has actually put him in my life and blessed me. I could come in the studio. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, I just need to be here. I have melodies and harmony that be coming to me, and he can like he'll pick up the guitar, play. You know what I mean? It's crazy. He is truly gifted, man. So y'all be look, check Lee Tay out, man. Broken Wings Music Group. He's a dope studio if you're in the area. Even if you're not, you still want to check him out. But to come in here, it was a song that I did called "If You Love Me." If you love me, it kind of came off from the when her did it. If you love me, won't you say something? So this song was saying, I was saying, if you love me, won't you say something? Because if you love me, if you don't tell me what's in front of me, then you must don't love me. You know what I'm saying? And this melody, you know what I mean? It just kept coming. I mean, to the point where I'm like crying, tears is like coming down, you know what I mean? In the studio, and it was like the presence of God. I was like, I couldn't even say the next word. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, that feeling and that moment is amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like always asking, like, God, please give me your presence. I'm like, I love you in his presence. It's like you're so vulnerable. It's like you don't even care. You can't even. I'm wiping my tears. I'm trying to stop crying, but I can't. You know what I mean? Those are. Apostle had told me those are true melodies from heaven. You know what I mean? When those it keeps coming to you, you don't write it down. Those melodies just coming, man. That's to me that's a melody from heaven. So
a lot of people don't understand what you just stated. I mean, because you hit it right on, and I was going to ask you that in regards to have you been in the studio where the presence of God just sat on you, or just sat on your heart, and you just prostrate, just lay it out. And you answered that. And so, God, that is amazing. That's amazing. It's amazing to see an artist like yourself who is not writing for the clout, who's not writing to be seen, but you're writing to get the message out. And you have a message, and people have to understand the artistic and the creativity behind lyric. And for the most part, as you already know, a lot of the gospel industry was against just gospel rap, in the early years. They did not believe in it. And then let alone for a female to be able to rap, that was like, okay, now something is happening, something has stopped. Has there been any challenges in your career with that? If so, share.
absolutely. I mean, like, come on, even from this, cute. I think this lace front is cute.
Man, you know, I like that on you. Come through. Come through. Come through.
Even down to the lace front, to the earrings, to the lips, to the being a woman, I'm a full-figured woman, you know what I'm saying? I don't want, like, I have on, this is kind of baggy. It's cold outside. I got my hoodie on.
I don't know where winter just came from, but today the wind just blew.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
But they give me a hard time. When I tell you, they like, wait a minute, you can't be representing the kingdom like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, you a female and women aren't supposed to be talking in the church, or you got, I be catching it left, right, up, down, all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then even like, because my lyrics are, to me, I don't consider myself like, I'm like they say gospel rapper. I'm more, if that's what people say it is, but it's more like, it's kind of, it's connected. I'm from the street, so I came up kind of hard. So it's like God saved me from the street, So it's not, so that if you're real churchy and you into that religious, you might not feel my music. You might give me a hard time. You might not want me to come into your sanctuary because I'm gonna be transparent, because I'm gonna talk about I was raped. I'm gonna talk about I was on cocaine. I'm gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, my relationship. I was, you know what I'm saying, committed adultery when I was married. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna talk about these things, but I'm gonna talk about how God brought me out, or how He could bring you out. So even that, now some churches now, I thank God for them, because they bring me in. They like, yo, go ahead and lay it down. Not every church is like that. I thank God for my church. My bishop, Rosie S. O'Neill, KCC,
Ah.
all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for that platform.
Mhm.
But a lot of churches, they kind of shun away. They're like, we don't really know what to do or your style of music, you know. So I get it. I get hit hard now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, but that is, I think that is required. It's required when you're doing what you're doing. And do you even know that you're blazing trails? That's what I want to ask you. Do you know that you are literally setting the path for another young lady who has a gift and who is afraid to walk out and to really embrace her worth, embrace who she is, find out who she is? Did you know that that's what you're doing?
Mhm.
And
For that, for that, I am forever grateful. Like that, man, that's like when I say I don't even have words for that. Like that's to me, like for God to even be willing to use me in spite of me to reach somebody else to let them know. Like, come on, man. Like that's just hands down like amazing to me. And you don't even realize I hear like people they'll say like kill you, but it's like I don't see. I'm be real. Like, I don't see it,
right.
but I'm grateful to know, like, if someone, like how you said that, or even when if somebody say something to me, I'm like, oh wow, like really, you know what I mean? And it's and I pray that the Lord keep my heart that way, because I never wanted to be anything other than me just doing what I was called to do. You know what I mean? Like this is the gift He's giving me stewardship over, and I just want to manage it well and do what He told me to do, man. And if it touches people, then I know that it's Him that is with me, who is in me. You know, so that's connecting these people. Because for Him, you in spite of me, because me, you know what I'm saying? He had to come in and and rearrange all that. You know,
And
you
look,
know
he's still rearranging stuff in me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. It's a working process.
Okay. Right,
Listen,
amen, right there.
I'm
So
telling you, it's working on me. Y'all
I'm
hear
just
my
really
strength in the
careful.
Lord. Right.
Yeah.
And being unconventional, being untraditional is very, very, very different, and it's harder than what people think it is, because you're going against the grain. You're going against to contrary belief, or what they feel is the gospel. What they feel is gospel is always the church and the choir and the
Right.
praise team and the oohs and ahs. But when I'm having a rough day, I'm saying a rough day, and I need to cut on some of the craze sometimes. I need to cut on.
Right.
I may need. I be scrolling on Facebook and I be seeing your videos. I mean, I
Hey.
don't know who the other lady was. She might be your sister. I don't know, but y'all look alike. And you was just going in, and you was walking down these stairs, and I'm like, she is spitting some stuff. I'm going through this right now. Like,
Oh
right
man.
the exact moment I'm going through this. But I think the church will be so evolutionary if their mind becomes more open to not just anything, but to God's movement. God moves in many other different ways, and that's what you have. And so that gift is amazing. That gift is amazing. And I think a lot of people who's going to watch the replay of this, and a lot of people who are going to watch this even on YouTube. By the way, you guys, I want you to click like, share, and subscribe as well. They're going to be blessed by it. They're going to be blessed by it. So when should we actually look for some new music from you?
Okay, so we had to push it, but we were going to do it the end of this month, so we have to wait till the middle of April. It's a mixtape EP. Speak Those Things. The middle of April is going to be. I'm excited about it. Like, so you get the EP, but if you download the EP, you're going to get the mixtape free, and the mixtape has a lot of like the industry tracks. How you see me and my sister. Shout out to my sister Londa Smith.
Oh, so that is your sister. Okay.
Yeah, that is my sister. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be some of those tracks, and there's some music that you guys haven't heard. With a lot of other people. You know what I mean? So definitely make sure you guys check that out. I'm excited about it, man. Middle of April, Speak Those Things, the EP, and the mixtape. Yeah.
Can you give us just a brief summary of what that song means, or what that song is, or is it just what it is, just speaking life?
The Speak Those Things, it is more of, like I said, the EP is more of Cause there, like I sing a little and I rhyme too. So a lot of people that the mixtape might be more for those who like want me to go you know what I mean? But
Okay.
the EP is more of me speaking those things. Like it's a song on the album called Dirt Road. So
Mhm.
it's me talking about the things that I want to be when I'm alone. You know what I mean? The things that when I was like, when you afraid, you don't know what people might say about you. You know what I mean? But when you go to this one place, so the dirt road is in your mind, like we was talking about earlier, like to know that you free to be whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? But it's more like it has that southern guitar. I got Lee Tate playing. He killed the track. You know what I mean? And
Man.
it's laid back. You know what I'm saying? So you got that EP is gonna have those kind of laid back,
Yeah.
and that mixtape is gonna be like, you know what I mean? So speak
Yeah.
those things absolutely it is what it is. Like you speak life, man.
Wow.
I'm
I,
saying, yeah.
I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear your music, man, when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm so excited, man. Shout out to everybody that's a part of it. Original, my brother. There's so many I can't even. Kendra, y'all gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! Look, if you ever need any oohs and ahs, you just let me know, and I got you.
That's,
And I got you. I got
I know that's right. That's what's up.
you. So what is the future for you?
Like being a business owner, I really want to have almost like not a record label, but I guess you would say a record label slash school. So everything that I've learned over the years, so a lot of people don't know that I was signed to a record label. I was signed to Atlantic Records. Like I've toured
Wow.
all over everywhere, but I haven't told that story all the way yet. But a lot of things that I went through in the industry, I want to be able to stop that. You know what I mean? And use my platform to let the youth and other art. You might not be a youth. You might be, hey, you might just want to use your gift for the glory of God. And I want to be able to be a platform for them to do that. You know what I mean? If you want to learn video editing and engineering, how to record, you know what I mean? You could come to this label slash school, you know what I mean, to do so. Um, I think it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, and I know, you know what I mean. He's going to provide that. You know what I mean. It's always been a desire of my heart, because the industry now is so demonic, and you got kids willing or just youth willing to do whatever, say whatever, just for exposure. You know what I mean. And it's like you want to be known and famous for the right things. You know what I mean, not the wrong thing. You know what I mean. So I think that school slash label is going to be dope. It's going to be dope. So future business owner, songwriter for artists. You know what I mean. I definitely see myself doing that as well. Yeah.
I'm excited about what you have planned, and I see that you're very strategic and you're very intentional with your purpose. Purpose is everything, and purpose is life. And I was on the phone the other day, and I was just sharing with another individual. I've learned that without purpose, there's no existence. There's no reason of living. You will
Yeah.
feel like there's no reason to live if you don't know your purpose, or if you're not operating in that purpose. And so you know that, and you know how to walk in that. And so that is amazing. And that was one of the reasons why I felt like you would be a great light on this show to some other young person, who feel like, man, I'm having it hard right now. I don't know how to persevere. So I want you to take this moment, just a few minutes, to encourage somebody that is listening, and to encourage them, just if they're trying to get their music out and it's hard, and they can't trust their producers, because I know how that is. It's a blessing to find the right producer who has the right chemistry and who can bring your vision to life. And so somebody who's just trying to make it, like, can you just encourage somebody, man?
And first and foremost, don't give up. You know what I mean? And even in the beginning, before I gave my life to Christ, I used to do like rap, these songs out in my mind. I always wanted to be a rapper, back then, because I could write music. I could write this, and I went to get the record deal. I'm doing whatever, you got sex, drugs, all this stuff. And I got the record deal, you know what I mean? But I didn't have a foundation because all I thought about is I want to be a rapper. But even now, I look at it and say, God, God, it didn't happen for me like the way the rappers are, you know what I mean? But God said, because you're more than a rapper, you know what I mean? Your gift wasn't just to be a rapper, you know what I mean? Like I could write books, I could write screenplays, movies, songs, I could write songs for other artists, you know what I mean? So I would say never stop. Don't look at it one way. You know what I mean? Look at it, because if your purpose and your mind is set on the kingdom, for other, because you always got to know that it's bigger than you. Because if you only see it's for you, then it's not gonna ever work the way that you want it to work. It'll be like now you're depressed and all this. So I would say never give up. Whatever your gift is, always consider it bigger than you, because it's somebody else that needs you. So that's your drive. You know what I mean? Even when you want to give up, even when you want to quit, even when you feel like it's not working, realize it's bigger than you and you can't, because it's your responsibility. You know what I mean? It's if God put that desire in your heart and in your mind, and it's every time you wake up or you feeling like, dang, I should have did it. Why I ain't do that? It's your purpose.
Yeah.
It won't even leave you alone. You know what I mean? And you got to keep
calling you
going
back. It keeps calling you back.
you know what I mean?
Even when you don't want to do it no more, it keeps calling you back.
Calling you back. You know what I mean? And I say just don't give up, man. Keep going. And because when you ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? Like you gotta I mean, even down, I would say even down to the videos that went viral. You know what I mean? I say like if a little kid came up to me and asked me to write the So Gone, you know what I'm saying? Like it was God would use it. He said the foolish things, or you will come out of a babe's mouth. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Like, you know what I mean? Like, keep using your gift and know that it is bigger than you, because you have to empower people. You have to impact people. You know what I mean? It's like you a representation of the kingdom. You might be the only one. They say the only Christ somebody see. You know what I mean? And even with that alone, that's enough to make you go, what? And I gotta keep going. You know what I mean? Keep going, man, and never give up. Don't worry about the naysayers. They gonna be there. You know what I mean? And when God elevates you, they'll still be there. You know what I mean? You just stay ready. Stay repping the kingdom, never give up, and believe that you are, because he is. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You are because he is. You are because he is. And
Yeah.
there was something that you said, you have to be ready so you won't have to get ready. Stay
right.
prepared and staying on point. Had you not prepared or had your material and had your things done, but that video wouldn't went viral. You know, that person wouldn't be able to scout you out. That person will be able to sponsor or invest in what you have, your gift.
Right.
I'm personally glad you did not give up, and I'm glad that you persevered and you kept going, because it's that kind of determination that outside people overlook, but it's only people who actually know what it is to plow through some land with their hands knows what it is and how hard it is to do. But you do it with such grace. And
Thank you so much.
you
Glory to God.
and that's what I love about it, because you are letting these Black women know, hey, you can be strong, but yet at the same time, you can just still work that vision, work that plan, still believe. You can still be a good mom, still be a good wife. You're going to fall here and there, but you can still get yourself together, because can't nobody stop a Black woman.
Okay.
Determination. What is one word that describes who you are? If you
Grateful.
can add any word.
Grateful. Grateful. And I say grateful because, man, I'm just grateful. Like when I tell you, like the things that has happened to me in my life, how God just killed me, and I'll be like, God, you like, why me? I just be like, for real? So I would just say grateful, man, forever grateful, from my family, from my husband, from my parents. I mean, even like even things we went through, like for me to be right here, like I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm interviewing with you about my life, what God's brought me through. Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm grateful. Like, this is this is amazing. You know what I mean? I could be anywhere. I could be in a drug house. I could be anywhere. You know what I mean? I could just be anywhere, but I'm here and I'm grateful. I am. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Real talk.
Wow.
Real talk.
God be the glory. Thank you so much for coming on. This is what it's about. This is why we do what we do here on this show, to encourage, empower, and help evolve people to the next level of their lives. And like I said, everyone has a story. Everyone has something in them that makes them who they are, or that gives them that drive that they have. And I appreciate you for doing that. And man, I can't wait again for the music to come out, man, next month. I'm going to share it on my platforms and all of
Hey,
and I want you to, of course, you're going to share it as your music, but yeah, I'm excited. I really am excited for your future. I really am.
thank you.
I really,
Thank you so much. And you keep going. I see you. I'm like, yo, I'm scrolling the interview. I love it, man. I love it. The flyer was so fly, it was so executive. Yo, I was like, he got me looking right, you know what I'm saying? So I was
hey,
like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you keep going, keep doing what you're doing, man. You keep inspiring, keep empowering, keep evolving. You know what I mean? Keep doing that, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for having me. Real talk.
thank you so much. And you know what? I got to put this in. When I saw that you changed your profile pic, I said, oh, I'm winning. I said, I'm winning. I'm winning.
I'm gonna have to put that. I'm gonna have to change them on all of them, just because. Well, until the end for the interview, I'm gonna go ahead and change that. Change it back again for the interview until everybody, you know what I'm saying, catch it. They gotta catch the
Oh,
interview.
man. Oh, man. When I saw that, I was talking to my brother. He lives in Texas. I'm like, oh, bro, she changed her profile to the show. It's amazing. It's little things like that. It don't take a whole lot for me. When people just do stuff like that, because that shows genuine, that shows authentic, it shows real. Like, hey, I want y'all to come to this show to hear what I got to say. I got something to be able to encourage you guys. So that's what it's all about. So hopefully you'll be able to come back. And the next time you come back on this show, I have a whole studio set up, and I'm praying God's will, get you mic'd up, get you some plane tickets, and get you to fly on over so we can get this thing done. I'm believing God for some great.
Already done. It's already done. It's already done.
And I receive, I believe I receive. I want you to stay on for just a minute. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Darren O'Neal Show. I hope this segment encouraged, empowered, and help evolve you to the next level of your life and your gift. It was a pleasure having Miss Keya Smith on the show with me on the interview. I pray that you guys have a blessed day. And remember, it's bigger than you. And remember, stay ready so you won't have to get ready. God bless you. Take care and have a good one.